Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Unboxing It. Now today I'm going to be talking about my rather unpopular opinion on why I don't think you should buy the Galaxy Fold. Now let me just start off this video by saying I actually am pretty, happy that Samsung is starting to be pretty innovative with their things. They've been pretty innovative in the past, but specifically with the Galaxy Fold. Now, even though in this video I'm going to be saying why I don't think you should buy it and some of the problems with it, I just wanted to say that before I get into the video, because the rest of the video is not going to be very positive for Samsung fans in particular. So the first problem with the Galaxy Fold is something as simple as how do you have a case to protect the phone itself? Now you could argue you used to have a two-piece case that goes on both sides when you fold it and get the bigger screen. But then, you're covering up the one side with that 4.6 inch display, and it's just, there's no real good way to implement a case onto this phone. Now the next problem is something that I didn't really realize right away, but it of course makes sense now that I am aware of it. So that would be that the display itself, even though Samsung said 4 times in the keynote that it's a premium device, which makes sense, it's a $2,000 phone, it doesn't have a glass display. So that of course means, because glass physically cannot be bending, there's a plastic display, which means that it's not going to be at all as durable as glass. So it's going to scratch a lot easier, it's not going to be nearly as durable to cracking and things like that. And it's just not going to feel as premium, because of course if you have a phone and it has a glass display, it just feels a lot nicer than a plastic display. Now this is kind of funny, because Samsung has poked so much fun at Apple and Google and other companies with the notch, but with this Galaxy Fold, it has a worse notch compared to an iPhone or any other phone with a notch, because it has a corner notch, which the notch itself is literally twice the size of, let's just say the iPhone notch. Why does it have to take up that much room? Because it's not like it has 2 cameras. It has one, standard camera lens and then one depth mapping lens. So it's just funny that they're poking fun at the notch, and then they put a notch twice as big for double the price as the other phones. What? The next thing is, of course, Samsung themselves said on stage that, when you're folding the phone itself, it should last hundreds of thousands of folds every day. But honestly, those testings of them folding the phone itself, it's not real world usage. They're all doing it with a bunch of people wearing lab coats in a warehouse. It's not, real world usage, like I said, with people, setting it on a table or putting it in their pocket, throwing it on, their sofa, or just different things like that happen in real life. And while I'm sure that the folding mechanism itself will last a decent amount of time, it's never good to have moving parts in a phone itself. And in fact, when the CEO of Samsung came out and showed the Samsung Galaxy Fold, you could see a crease in the middle of the display itself due to the folding. So I'm not sure how they explain that, but you could definitely tell there was a little crease in the middle. Now one of the main selling points Samsung is using for their advertising and just saying why you should get the Galaxy Fold is that it's both a smartphone and a tablet. Now I'm gonna have to honestly say that yes, while it is got a 7.3 inch display, it's not really a tablet, because the iPad mini has a 7.9 inch display, I believe, and that's even small for a tablet. They're always saying how the Galaxy Note series has an S Pen and how it's got a big enough display and it's all great, works well with the stylus. But yeah, with their Galaxy Fold phone, which has a bigger display than their Note series, it doesn't even come with a stylus, even though they're advertising it to be a tablet. And what's crazier is that you could actually get a 12.9 inch iPad Pro, which is the more expensive iPads, and get an Apple Pencil also, and it'll still be a few $100s cheaper than if you were to buy the Galaxy Fold. Now I'm not saying the possibility of a folding device is completely pointless, okay? While I don't think there's an actual advantage to folding phones, I am interested in the technology itself. And just overall, it's not perfected yet, because Yes, the Galaxy Fold is a cool concept and a great device, for testing, but it has so much more perfecting to do. And it's especially not good enough for you to be spending $2,000 on when you can put that money towards a really great computer or something much better value. So with that said, thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, share, and subscribe below if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.